All right, favorite running back now. We're talking $6,000 or north of that. Sweet T Fowler, who's your dude?
David Montgomery. I think he's perpetually underappreciated because of how he started his rookie campaign. And look, who knows what Matt Nagy is doing, right, with this entire offense? We do see Damian Williams out-target him, right, last week, 5-1. So that's a little scary. But for tournaments, I think Montgomery is absolutely in play. I mean, look at what he did against the Rams. Over 100 yards on only 16 carries. And this guy in the last 7 games, Emerson, RB6, RB1, RB6, RB2, RB8, 5, and 8. This guy is an absolute monster when it comes to production. And maybe all of the metrics that we saw coming in as a prospect are like, they're not true, but they're potentially coming to fruition. Cincinnati is a much easier defense than the Rams. So I like Montgomery at 61.
Yeah, dude went off in week 1. Jeff, what about you, dude?
I really like David Montgomery as well. I wrote him up on DK Nation. You can go check that out whenever you want, my article. But
nice.
Another guy I really like paying up for, and I kind of like the fact that his price is up there because I think it's going to keep ownership lower. It's Nick Chubb. I mentioned earlier in the week, if you're expecting another miracle from Houston, don't. I don't think that's going to happen. This is just a bad rush defense. And, obviously Jacksonville couldn't take advantage of it. Trevor Lawrence maybe throwing some too many picks in his first start. But, 4.8 yards allowed on the ground last week. Last year, Houston was the worst rush defense in terms of yards per carry allowed. Cleveland is going to be angry because they let the Chiefs off the hook. We know they're Dennis Green right now. We know who they are, et cetera, et cetera. You know the rant. Nick Chubb should get a pretty big workload here, and I also think the fact he shares carries with Kareem Hunt probably going to keep people off him. But I expect Chubb to get a lot of work because Cleveland, A, can't afford to lose this game, and B, this is their best way to attack Houston. So I love paying up for him here.
Okay, AJ, which running back do you expect to get a lot of work, so you're going to pay out for him?
Yeah, for me, I'm looking at Jonathan Taylor here at 7,200 in week 2. His on-the-ground yardage wasn't great against the Seahawks. He had just 56 yards on 17 carries, but he was targeted 7 times in the passing game. He made 6 catches for 60 yards. Looking at the defensive side here, the Rams allowed 120 rushing yards in week 1. That was 6th worst in the league. They did okay against the pass, but really struggled against the run. I think this is a good opportunity for Jonathan Taylor to take advantage of that.